off topic. Hey, I'm just checking in. I've just got to hang some washing. This is all the washing that you saw me pull out of that cupboard from down below. So it's time to get organized. I wanted to check in because I wanted to tell you guys about how I fixed my blocked, it's not even a tongue twister, my blocked milk duct. Okay, I fixed it, but it actually did take 3 days. So it was super painful. I had done some reading online. I was getting really frustrated because I had tried all of these things and I was like, nothing is working. The reason why it's so crucial and you have to get onto it like straight away, well, actually my friend told me that you got to get onto it straight away because it can turn into mastitis, which it can. It can turn into mastitis. And if you get that, you can end up in hospital with fever and chills and headaches and just, it's not good. Like, it's really not good. Plus it can dry up your milk supply. I've got a story about this top, by the way. I'll tell you the story after this because, you know, I get really sidetracked. All right, so was reading online, doing all the things, nothing was working, but I have to say, so I want to talk about it because if this happens to you, this is the stuff that helped me. I'm not going to say don't try these things because why wouldn't you want to help yourself? But you know, perhaps go to your doctor. Don't wait like I did because you don't really want to risk that. So I said to myself that if this doesn't get better within the next, I gave myself to the next day. And I thought, if this doesn't get better by the next day, I'll have to go to the doctors because yeah, it's really bad, like a really bad situation. I never wear any of these clothes. First of all, hot shower. So what I have to say, I know this sounds really confusing, like it didn't work, but it did. So you've got to be patient and it actually worked. But I think there was 2 things that were really, really great, what I put it down to. I did the hot shower thing. I felt like it didn't really do much. I massaged the lump out, which that didn't do much either. And that was extremely painful. So mine was running from the inside near where my sternum is and all the way to the nipple, and it was like a hard lump and it was painful, and I tried to like rub it out. I tried to rub it out while my baby was feeding. That really hurt. Nothing was working. I did just keep at it a little bit and try to break down the tissue. That was just extremely painful. You can give that a go. Apparently, like, you're meant to do that, but yeah, I did. I tried all of the things. So I did the hot showers, the massage. I was trying to drink a lot of water, which I know I haven't been drinking enough water since I've been breastfeeding. I know it's really bad. I did have some magnesium, some extra magnesium. I'm not sure if that helped. What else? Okay, the thing about this, which it was a little bit scary, which I spoke about in my other video, was I knew I was in pain and it actually woke me up through the night. But when I took my bra off at the end of the first day, it was like red. It was all red in that area and it was hot, and it like, not hot, but it was pretty warm. Yeah, it was hot. It was hot. Actually, all of this goes really nice together. I've got to wait. I'll tell you the story. It's kind of linked. This top and that pants are kind of linked together. The two best things that I really think helped it, and I've got this, which I prepared earlier. Now, I've got 2 of these. Wait, I've got 2 of these. These are like heat packs. I think they're like, you can use them as a cold pack as well. I didn't use any like icing or cold therapy. I used heat. So this, I believe it's like, yeah. So they're like gel balls in there. Let me see if I can focus on this. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it. I used this. These were great. I put these in the microwave, and you put this into your bra like that, and obviously your nipple comes out there, but it was on this side. I've got 2 of these, but I only used 1. Everyone, if you're going to breastfeed, you need one of these. there's heaps of companies that sell these now. Just if you just look under like breastfeeding, all of this stuff, and these gel packs will come up. Okay, the thing that I think was amazing, which it's a bit weird, but I read it on the internet and I did it and I kept doing it, and it was kind of difficult, but I kept going, and I believe that made a huge difference. So I only saw it on one website though, and it's called dangle feeding. So if you put your baby underneath you, and it's actually quite hard because you're on the ground. I have the baby in her like little bed, the DockATot, and then you're kind of over, not in a full push-up position, but you're almost in like a push-up position, and you're kind of like this, and you got to strategically, your boob has to be hanging down, not down that way, but like down as in if you're like directly over. So it has to like, you could almost call it like, it's like a drip feed position, like it's down. And I think with the gravity and it all going that way, and it was really hard because in your shoulders, like it hurts, but if you stay in that position, I did a lot of dangle feeds. So I believe if you have a blocked duct, really try this one and the dangle feeding. So like your baby's on the ground in their bed, and then you're like over the top, so the boob's going directly down. That's what fixed it. Just another bump in the road for breastfeeding. Okay. I think there's a hole in this top. I don't really want to tell the story about this top, but I might as well now. So basically, this was on sale, and everything I buy is on sale. I don't really buy anything anymore. But I tried this on, I do this with all of my clothes. I tried this on, my boobs of course didn't fit, and I made some alterations. I had to put knots here because I've got like a really weird shaped body, so I always have to make alterations to my clothes. That's why I just wear a heap of like huge baggy clothes, or I wear like the same thing all the time. So this top, the top was actually just this part, but I wasn't really ready to go out like that. I actually haven't even worn this top yet because, yeah, you know when you put something on before you go somewhere, and then this was before lockdowns and everything. So I put it on, and you know when you're like, you have an outfit in your mind of how you think it's gonna look, and you're like, yeah, that'd be great. And then you put it on and you're like, yeah, nah, it's not really meant to look like this. Anyway, but this here is another top. So I bought two of these tops. They're from Kookai, but I got them for like, I don't know, it was either like $14 each or something like that. Anyway, I sewed, this is another top. I cut the straps off and I've attached it here. I did that on the sewing machine. So that way, okay, basically, all right, let's just do, wait, no, I don't want to put, I'm not going to fit it over my head. Okay, the top's like this, and basically when you put it on, this isn't showing, but you could show a bit of skin there if you wanted to. And then the other top that's hanging, that is attached at the side, upside down, acts as like an extender, so it goes all the way down, and then your pants can come over the top. I should try it on for you guys. I should try it on for you guys and show you, but I'm breastfeeding, and you know what I mean, like I'm just gonna be like overflowing. It's like people want big boobs and they go and get implants, but then when you've got like really overflowing boobs, then you do the opposite of trying to cover everything up, because it's just, it's like it's too much. But yeah, anyway, that's the story behind the top. I better go because I'm gonna go do a walk. That's so far really all that's happening in the fitness journey. You know, I spoke about the fitness journey, which I'll link above here, that I tried to start it, but it didn't quite happen. But we have consistently, when I say we, I mean my baby in the pram or the carrier, consistently been doing walks every day. Not very fast, but been doing walks every day. All right, we've got to go. Okay, bye. fresh air. If I'm to be honest, issues with feeding at the moment, I don't know if it's too loud here, but I am having a little bit of a breastfeeding issue, which I believe this is what led to the whole blocked breast duct and engorgement. I get engorgement, which I think that's super common, but my issue is that I'm having oversupply, and I know there'd be people watching going, that isn't a problem, but it is when your baby, like the milk comes out too fast. And I know people have said that I should pump before feeding her to like drain it out so the flow isn't as fast, it comes out too fast. But I don't actually have a pump, so yeah, I don't actually have a pump. And those electric pumps are really expensive. I don't know, but I might have to look into it, because yeah, it's frustrating for me because I can see what's happening, and then when she pulls off the boob, like it's just pouring out. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's a better problem to have if I was going to have a problem, if that makes sense. We're going to keep on about our walk. She's fallen asleep because of the pram moving on the wood, the panels of wood here. Do you guys like that I've got vomit on my shoulder? Well, I will see you guys very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Do you guys like my little microphone? And I will see you guys soon. I've got so much to talk about. I always do. Bye.